5 reasons everyone is excited for Spider-Man Far From Home. There's no stopping Marvel Studios from serving one blockbuster superhero movie after another, much to the elation of its solid global followers. While the world is still reeling from the phenomenal success of Avengers Endgame, here comes Spider-Man Far From Home on July 2nd, 2019. There are 100 reasons to be excited about it, and we're giving you 5 today. 5. It's the sequel to Spider-Man Homecoming. It's a no-brainer. The $880 million grossing Spider-Man Homecoming in 2017 deserves a sequel, and Marvel Studios was quick to quench the insatiable thirst of the superhero's fans. But in early July 2018, cameras started to grind for Spider-Man Far From Home, the much-awaited sequel and the 23rd movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And the sequel has big and daunting tasks to duplicate, if not surpass, the success of Spider-Man Homecoming. In terms of box office gross, Homecoming's earnings made it the second most successful Spider-Man movie and 2017's sixth highest grossing film. It was also praised for the light tone and focus on Peter Parker's high school life, and the commendable performances of Tom Holland in the title role, and veteran actor Michael Keaton as the villainous Vulture. And so, the top honchos of Marvel Studios and Sony Pictures have assembled the same team to come up with a bigger sequel that will bring Spider-Man to other places outside New York and face a never-before-seen supervillain in Spider-Man Far From Home. It's handled by the same team behind Spider-Man Homecoming. The tried and tested team that propelled Spider-Man Homecoming to great victory beyond everyone's expectations is once again making its magic work for Spider-Man Far From Home. Producers Kevin Feige and Amy Pascal are once again teaming up for the second installment of the Spider-Man reboot. Feige, the president of Marvel Studios since 2007, is responsible for producing MCU films with a combined worldwide box office gross of $18 billion, while Pascal, who has served as the top executive for Sony Pictures Entertainment for 9 years, has formed her own film company, Pascal Pictures, in 2016, and Homecoming was her company's second movie venture. The screenplay of Far From Home is credited to Chris McKenna and Eric Summers, who both take full responsibility this time in developing the story and shaping further the characters. And executing the team's vision into a visual spectacle is John Watts, whose major film directing credits are actually Homecoming and Far From Home. Here's hoping that their Midas touch will turn the sequel into another MCU goldmine. Number 3. Jake Gyllenhaal portrays supervillain Mysterio. The inclusion of Oscar nominee Jake Gyllenhaal as the major villain in Spider-Man Far From Home has raised the excitement level for the movie some notches higher. And that's expected, because Gyllenhaal is one of Hollywood's most popular and in-demand actors, having starred in Brokeback Mountain, Jarhead, Prince of Persia, Source Code, Southpaw, and other high-profile projects. Although he has portrayed a badass guy in a few films, Gyllenhaal is playing a villain for the first time in a Marvel Comics-based MCU superhero film in his 28-year movie career. In Far From Home, he will debut as the character Quentin Beck, aka Mysterio, the new enemy of Spider-Man on screen, or is he? Beck is the jaded Hollywood special effects designer and stuntman who presents himself as a hero, teaming up with Spider-Man against the Elementals. But hey, Spidey, never trust a treacherous man, especially if he's a special effects master gone wrong, taking on a criminal lifestyle. Here's some trivia. Working with Gyllenhaal was a wish come true for his biggest fan, Tom Holland, the Spider-Man. Number 2. Tom Holland leads a talented cast. An entertaining summer movie teaming with a talented cast playing well-loved characters surely spells excitement. And this is what Spider-Man Far From Home promises big time. The main attraction is Tom Holland himself, who dons Spider-Man's new red and black suit, and new cast member Jake Gyllenhaal lends his major star power as the baddie Mysterio. Audiences will be glad to see again Oscar winner Marissa Tomei as Peter Parker's supportive Aunt May, Zendaya as Peter Parker's love interest MJ Jones, Jacob Batalon as Parker's best bud Ned, and Jon Favreau as Happy Hogan, who looks after Parker. Former Batman star Michael Keaton is appearing again as Adrian Toomes, aka Vulture, Spider-Man's arch-enemy in Homecoming, who was last seen behind bars in the movie. Prolific actor Samuel L. Jackson and Canadian actress Kobe Smulders are reprising their roles as former S.H.I.E.L.D. stalwarts Nick Fury and Maria Hill, respectively, which they've portrayed in numerous MCU movies. Spot more new actors hired to play new characters when Spider-Man Far From Home heats up the big screens this summer. Number 1. Spider-Man's new adventure takes him to Europe. The The sequel's subtitle, Far From Home, is a giveaway to the new adventure Peter Parker / Spider-Man is getting into.
Because I am going on vacation.
And definitely, it's outside New York where the action took place in Spider-Man Homecoming, and this might as well be Spidey's biggest adventure thus far. The sequel's story takes place shortly after the events in Avengers Endgame wraps up, and Parker goes on a school trip with his friends to Europe. But while enjoying the sights and the wonders of the continent, Parker finds himself recruited by Nick Fury to uncover the mystery of several elemental creature attacks that wreaked chaos across Europe. Helping Spidey fulfill the mission is Mysterio, who's eager to play a hero, but the question is, for how long? Filming started in England and London, including the London Stansted Airport. Many crucial scenes were also shot in Prague and Liberec in the Czech Republic, as well as Venice in Italy. Of course, New York will always be home to Spider-Man, so it's a sentimental location for the film. If you enjoyed this video, then please subscribe to our channel for your daily fix of awesome infotainment.